Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia, and welcome to the State of Origin game number 3 preview. Holy crap. We are 48 hours away from one of the biggest State of Origins in quite some time, man. The decider up at Suncorp Stadium in front of 52,000 people. It's going to be probably 45,000 Queensland supporters and probably about 7,000 New South Wales supporters there on Wednesday night. It's going to be insane. I will not be at the game, unfortunately, but I will be doing the live post-game Origin review at full time, live on the channel. So make sure you tune into that. It's going to be a very, very big one. I'm looking forward to Origin 3, man. It's going to be absolutely crazy, as it always is. But of course, welcome to the Origin 3 preview. My name is Nick from Australia. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I would really appreciate it if you could do so. And if you are a regular viewer, make sure you go ahead and like the video and do all that good stuff. And hello to everyone that's watching in the live chat. We got about 17 people watching at the moment. G'day to Riley, Luke, Josh, Jason Reader, Neutralizer, SS Storm fan, Luke Melbourne Storm fan, everyone that's tuning in and watching. Hope you guys are all doing well tonight. It is currently Monday night, July 15, 2024. We got a big week ahead, man, of rugby league content. We got Origin preview tonight. We got the NRL round 20 tips tomorrow night. Origin review Wednesday night. The return of the NRL multis on Thursday night, where I'll be going through each game and providing my anytime try scorers and my best bets for the weekend. That'll be happening on Thursday night, as I like to call it, Nick Bet. So it should be a lot of fun. And then obviously we've got the reviews for Friday night football, Saturday football, Sunday football, and then Monday again next week. So we've got a fair bit on this week. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. And I appreciate you guys for coming on the journey with yours truly. But let's get into it, guys. Origin 3 preview. Holy crap. I wish I was going, to be honest. I wish I was going to the game, but unfortunately, it just isn't to be. Anyway, let's go through the team list, shall we? Obviously, Queensland. Fullback, Reece Walsh. On the wings, Cobbo and Val Holmes. Gagai and Hammer in the centres. Dearden and DCE in the halves. Cotter, Collins in the front row. Ben Hunt at hooker. Capewell and Nanai in the back row. Carrigan at lock. And the Queensland bench is Harry Grant, who has an injury cloud but is playing at this stage. Mo Fotuaika, Felice Kafusi, and Kalen Ponga. Very nice. And for the Blues, fullback Dylan Edwards, wingers To'o and Zach Lomax, centers Bradman Best, Stephen Crichton, halves are Luai and Moses. The props are Jake Chaboyevich and Payne Haas. Reece Robson at hooker. Liam Martin and Angus Crichton go to the back row. Cameron Murray at lock forward. And the bench, Connor Watson, Isaiah Yeo, Mitch Barnett, and Spencer Lenu. Very strong teams on paper. Now, when I look at these sides on paper, now obviously I am a New South Wales supporter. I'm from New South Wales. When I have a look at it, I think on paper, Queensland probably have the better backline. On paper, I think they do. I think New South Wales halves are... Oh, look, you probably can't split the halves. The halves are probably about even, to be completely honest. I think the halves are about even. And then you look at the forward pack. I think New South Wales win the forward pack 100% on paper. And I think New South Wales probably win the bench as well. But games are not played on paper, but that's just my 2 cents on that. Now, the first two games, obviously we saw game one. We saw the chaotic drama with game one with the whole the tackle, which obviously caused New South Wales to get their ass kicked, with it being 13-12 for about 73 minutes, which makes it very hard for any team to win in that situation. But But yeah, Queensland had a game 1 win, which was overshadowed by the Suoliti hit. And then we get to game 2 in Melbourne, and New South Wales from the get-go, they just starved Queensland in possession and they just dominated. And I mean, it was 34-0 at one point. So yeah, it's been both games have been weird. Like you had the send-off, which led to the Queensland win, and then you had game 2, which led to New South Wales having a lot of possession early and just running away with the game in the first half. So both games were game 1 and game 2 were arguably wrapped up at halftime. So game 3 is going to be very, very different. It's going to be very interesting. There are some very good matchups that I'm looking forward to, like Reece Walsh versus Dylan Edwards, the two best fullbacks in the game. That's going to be outstanding. You've got another incredible center battle. You got the Hammer versus Stephen Crichton. That's going to be amazing. Dearden versus Luai, both very high quality 5'8s. DCE versus Mitch Moses. You got Haas versus Collins. You got Murray versus Carrigan. You've got some good battles here, man. Liam Martin versus realistically, Angus Crichton versus Jeremiah Nanai, that's another really good battle, but just some really, really good battles overall throughout the game. Now, look, when I look at how both teams are going to win this game, I've been hearing Queensland say a lot this week that they're going to come in with a different game plan. They're going to come in with a different game plan and just be a very different team. I think for Queensland to win, it's going to come down to a couple of things, a couple of factors. First factor, Queensland will need a decent start. They don't have the impact off the bench like a Spencer Leniu or a Mitch Barnett or a game breaker, game changer like a Connor Watson for New South Wales. Queensland don't really have that bench play that can do that. Harry Grant's probably the impact where he comes on and there's a bit of fatigue around the ruck. But besides that, like, I don't see Fodawaker or Kafusi coming off the bench changing the game. Obviously, they got Kalen Ponga as well, but Ponga's only played 2 games. So it's like, is he really going to be there? And Harry Grant's carrying an injury. He didn't even play against Canberra the other week. So Harry Grant hasn't played since Origin 2. So he might be a little bit underdone as well. So that's going to be interesting as well. Ponga, if they bring him on into the middle like I did on his debut game in 2018, I won't be shocked. I just don't know if he's going to have that same impact. That's going to be one factor. Queensland need to get up to a really good start. They need to win the middle in the forward. Queensland need to win the forward battle. So if they don't win the forward battle, they're no chance. New South Wales will just roll them through the middle and Queensland will have no chance. So your likes of Lindsay Collins, Ruben Cotter, Patrick Carrigan, if they don't win the middle early, if they do not win the middle, New South Wales will absolutely eat them alive. So it's very important that those 3 in particular, Cotter, Carrigan, Collins, they have to win the ruck. And your likes of Jeremiah Nanai, your Kurt Capewells, your Ben Hunts, they're going to have to be in the game non-stop and they're going to have to be doing their thing. And I think the other thing Queensland need to do right is high completions. They made a lot of really dumb errors in game 2. Like, Queensland obviously didn't have as much possession as game 1, but in game 2, when New South Wales stuffed them of the football and New South Wales were dominating 22-0, 28-0, 34-0, Queensland, every time they had the ball, they kept dropping it, a dumb pass, maybe a cutout ball that went over the sideline, a poor kick. Queensland need to get their errors right early, and if they don't, it's going to be a long night. But at Suncorp Stadium, they're going to have the crowd on their side. They're probably going to have the referees on their side as well. So New South Wales will probably not expect anything to go their way, but Queensland will have to take their opportunities when they get them. So for New South Wales to win, I think New South Wales have got an incredible opportunity here. That they've got a lot of good options. Now, I know it's game 3 and you can maybe overthink it or you can maybe overdo things. But I think New South Wales, all they have to do, it's a very simple game plan. They have the forwards, they have the bench to go through Queensland. They go through the middle, your likes of your Payne Haas's, your Cameron Murray's, your Spencer Linus, your Liam Martins, your Angus Crichtons. They need to be just punching through the middle, ripping and tearing. Like they've got the force to do it. If Jake and Payne Haas are struggling for whatever reason, you got your Spencer Linus, your Mitch Barnett, who can come off the bench and just rip in and get 100 meters, get 50 meters. They can do these things that New South Wales are going to have to do because New South Wales have the goddamn forwards here to lay a platform for your Mitch Moseses, your Jerome Luais, your Dylan Edwards, your Stephen Crichtons, to your Zach Lomaxes, to just absolutely do anything with the ball. Like New South Wales have got the points in them. It's just New South Wales need the completion rate to be 85% at least to get the points on the board. They have the attack. They really do. So that's going to be extremely important for New South Wales. The other thing that I don't want New South Wales to do is I don't want them to go into this game overconfident. I know game 2, we absolutely put the cleaners through Queensland and we dominated early on, but there's no guarantee that we're going to get that same amount of possession. There's no guarantee we're going to have 12 men on the field. There could be a sin bin. There's going to be things that we're going to need to get right. Like we're going to have to get our completion rate in order. Our defense is going to have to be on an absolute ball. Like it's going to have to be on, man, because the one thing that is giving me nightmares going into Origin 3 is when Queensland go to that left-hand side, they sweep out the back, and they go out to Reece Walsh, and they get those 3-on-2s on the edges. We got to make sure we got it right. It's very, very important. So I'm actually not sure what edges they're all on. I think Valentine Holmes will be on the left with the hammer. And I think on the right, it'll be Gagai and Cobbo. I'd assume so. I'd be surprised. So New South Wales is going to have make sure that their defense is in order. But if New South Wales forwards go through them, complete at 85%, and just be patient, don't have to score in every set, I think New South Wales have got the team to win. There's no excuse. I don't want to hear bullshit excuses. Oh, there's no Tommy Turbo. There's no Latrell. There's no Nathan Cleary. New South Wales still have a good enough team here to get it done on Wednesday night. Queensland have got their own excuses, man. There's no Tino. There's no Munster. There's no Flegler. There's no David Fafita, who they left out for whatever reason. So both teams have got their own injuries and their own excuses. But I think when you look at both teams on paper, you look at who both teams are named, there really isn't any excuses for either side. So it's going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really close game. I'm not going to predict Golden Point, but I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked if Golden Point did happen on Wednesday night. Now, I'm going to give you my predictions. Let's go to it. Let's get into it. State of Origin. My phone's about to go flat, so I'll have to go through this quickly. This is what I'm going with, guys. So just quickly, the odds. Queensland, they are $1.80 favourites at this stage. New South Wales are at $2. My prediction for the first try scorer. I'm going to go with the New South Wales right centre, Stephen Crichton. I'm going to back him to score the very first try of the game. He is paying a juicy $15. So very good odds there for Stephen Crichton. My anytime try scorer, folks. My bad. Sorry, guys. My anytime try scorer is Cameron Murray. I think Cam Murray is going to find a try in this game. I got a gut feeling about it. He's paying $7.75. So Cameron Murray as my anytime try scorer. And my man of the match, I'm going to go Liam Martin. Liam Martin is my man of the match, guys. I really like Liam Martin, I think he's been great in the first 2 games. He did score the first try in game 2. I think Liam Martin is going to have another very, very big game. And I reckon he'll be the player of the game on Wednesday night. And you know what? I'm going to go bold as well. Liam Martin will be the player of the series. I think in game 1, Liam Martin was very solid in a team that got flogged. Game 2, Liam Martin was one of our best. And I think if he has another big game here, Liam Martin in the back row is my prediction for man of the match in game 3 and player of the series. So I'll have to wait and see. And my overall prediction, New South Wales to beat Queensland on Wednesday night by 4 points. I'm going to go 24 points to 20. 24 points to 20. And for you and for the rest of yous that want to know, Nick, what's your same game multi for the game? Well, I'm going to go Valentine Holmes to score, and I'm going to go with Stephen Crichton to score. The odds are $6.51. So Val Holmes on the wing, Stephen Crichton in the centres, $6.51. New South Wales to win, 24-20. Looking forward to it, guys. It's going to be a hell of a game and a hell of a... The review is going to be crazy. Everything's going to be wild on Wednesday night, so bring it on. But, guys, that is where my State of Origin Game 3 preview comes to an end. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night. Good luck to New South Wales. Hope they get it done. And, yeah, bring on Origin 3. Should be a good one. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. New South Wales. New South Wales. New South Wales.